Hi everyone, welcome to On the Other Hand. I'm Ariane Zurcher, and today we're going to be doing the seed stitch. Now before you leave thinking I already know how to do that stitch, stay with me because I'm going to show you a variation on the seed stitch that I've come up with, and I've used it several times in my most recent design. It's a variation on a Japanese rice sack, and I used rock gardens as my inspiration. I'm going to show you the seed stitch and the variation to the seed stitch in a couple of different threads so you can see what that looks like. But this is a great stitch. It's really versatile and it's wonderful for filling in areas. And I think you'll enjoy the variation on it as well. Don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Click on that little bell that pops up for email notifications. And I love hearing from you, so leave me comments in the comments section. Tell me what you think. Grab a needle and some thread. It doesn't matter what. The seed stitch can be done on any thread, any weight. And let's stitch the seed stitch together. I'm using a pearl cotton, a 5 weight. This is from it's a European thread, Steph Francis. Maybe it says underneath here. Yes, it gives me a number. Looks like -41. In any case, I am going to do my seed stitch in here. I'm using a 24 chenille needle, and the seed stitch is just a great little filler stitch. You can make them long. You can make them really short. They're like seeds. You scatter them. So no particular direction. The more random, the better, I think. And then I like doing a variation on the seed stitch, which is this. Instead of pulling it all the way through, I leave a little tiny loop. And I did this on my variation on a Japanese rice sack, which was inspired by my grandmother's rock gardens. And I wanted to get a kind of mossy look, like moss or lichen. And so I started doing this, and it looks really cool. And I interspersed, I did seed stitch, this little kind of loopy seed stitch, with little strands of turkey work amongst 3, 4, and 5 wrap thread knot, French knots. And I even threw in some drizzle stitches, and it looks really fabulous. So I thought that I would do a video just on the seed stitch so you can see the different kinds of textures you can get. So I'm going to add some little French knots in here just to add a little interest. But the seed stitch by itself can be really quite dramatic. You can cover a large area in seed stitch, and it just adds another element. I mean, you can already see, I only have one French knot here. All the rest is seed stitch, or as I call it, my seed loop. And for my bag that I designed, I do it in Oriental linen, Aurora, silk and pearl. I used a whole bunch of different threads and thread weights because I wanted to achieve a whole variety of different depths of color as well as height, actual height. But look how cool this looks just in this thread. All right, let's do one more little French knot just to throw something else in here. You'll notice I am not changing to a Milner's. I'm just, if I were doing a lot of drizzle and French knot and seed loop, I would change to a Milner's just so that I had the ability to do all those different things. It just gives it a little texture. So a number of people in my Facebook group, Ariane Zurcher Stitching Circle, There are a number of people from Europe as well as New Zealand and Australia. And of course, for them, getting the threads that I use can be quite difficult. And if they can get them, they often have to wait a very long time from when they've ordered it. So I decided to order some of threads from, I think, this Ribbon Rose, which I believe is in New Zealand. And it took a month to get to me. I just wanted to see what it was going to, how long it would take. But this is a really cool thread. I love this variegation on it. It's kind of a rainbow. These sort of jewel tones, really pretty. So you can see I'm not going all the way down. Do you see that loop there? And then this one, I will go all the way down. I'm kind of alternating. And there it is. Very cool, huh? All right, I'll show you in a couple of different threads so you can see what that looks like. I'm using Oriental linen. This is Wart Frog. What a great color, isn't it? And again, I'm going to do a series of little loops. Now, when I do the loop, I do come in a little bit closer than I would if I was just doing a flat seed stitch. And I'll break this up with some Aurora. This is olive branch. It goes nicely with my Wart Frog. I'm going to thread this on an 18 chenille, and I'm going to come in and just kind of add. What's nice about the Aurora is it has a little metallic in it, so it almost gives a look of dew maybe on, that's what I thought of anyway. Kind of glistening, morning dew. Little droplets. So there's my Aurora. There it is. And I'll show you a little peek of what I did on my rock garden bag. So, do you see here? So this is done with Oriental linen. It's loops, it's the seed loops with turkey work. And it's mostly just loops and turkey work. And then I came in with a silken pearl and did some raised cup in here and then some 3, 4, and 5 wrap French knots. But doesn't that look cool? I just love that. I love the way that came out. So there are lots of possibilities for this, and I hope you'll experiment and see what you think and try it with a couple of different threads. Let me know what you think. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and click on the subscribe button if you haven't already. There's a little bell that pops up and you can click on that for email notifications. I love hearing from you. Leave me comments in the comment section, and don't forget to check out the description section because I'll leave links for the Oriental linen and the silken pearl as well as the Aurora. I don't know that I can leave a link for the Steph Francis. I don't know where to get it, but I'll see if I can find it. Okay, until next time, here's to stitching together.